There we go. So I've been so bad at doing these Instagram live sessions that because my phone is always falling and stuff, that I had some company that sent me for a free stand because they were so ashamed at how bad of a job I was doing. And I was going to use it, but then I looked at the box and it was just too complicated and I felt lazy, so I'm just going to stand the phone up lean it against a wall like usual here. Hello, everybody. I wanted to do a quick little Instagram live session because it's Sunday and everybody's quarantined, and I got to do a little Zoom thing with all my family today, and it was good to see all of them. And I thought, I'm going to go see my other family all over the world of people who listen to the music, and thought I could share a little bit of time with you, play some songs, take some questions. I'm going to work on music a little later today, but in order to get my voice warmed up and stuff, I thought I'd play some songs here and take some questions. So, good morning, good afternoon, or evening, or wherever you are around the world. My little girl Arrow's right below me today playing Animal Crossing, so if you hear her in the background, that's what she's doing. I'm seeing hello from Brazil. Hello, my dear friends. Hello from Mexico. Hi, Mexico. France. Russia. So cool. People all over the world. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody's staying relatively healthy. This is a super scary time, I know, and it's overwhelming. So I figure music is always comforting for me, so hopefully it brings a little comfort to you. I'm going to just start playing a song here. Maybe I'll let people kind of get into the room. I just tweeted about it right now. What have I been up to? I've been creating a lot, feeling pretty artistically driven right now, which is cool. You can't force kind of being in an artistic mood. It just kind of comes and goes. But I feel like when you're forced to stay indoors, it can be pretty artistically stifling, or it can be inspiring. And I think right now, just because of everything that's going on in the world, it's pretty inspiring for me because I feel quite a bit of emotions about what's going on and have a lot of thoughts about politics and family and friends and things like that. And so that inspires me to write. So, angst and emotion has always bred art for me. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is I've been creating a lot and feeling really inspired, which is cool. Because you gotta, make lemonade out of lemons, right? I have this rad guitar here. It's actually Asia's dad. Shout out to James Folkman. It's a great guitar. Yeah, that's my life story. I am kind of an angsty teen. I hope that I never become a boring old person who's not angsty, just I'm just happy to just have a boring day and I'm always happy. Actually, it'd be great to be happy every day. Who am I kidding? I'm pretty happy, actually. I've been really happy lately. It's been good for me to be off the road for a while. It's been healthy for me. I think I really was in a pretty unhealthy place just from traveling so much. I didn't feel like I had a home for a long time. The stage, I don't say that in a complaining way. I loved, being able to travel the world for a year. That was amazing. But it feels really good to actually have a routine and wake up and feed my girls breakfast and sit at a table with a family and go to sleep in the same bed every night. I really enjoyed that. Anyway, I'm gonna play a song here. So I thought I'd do a little acoustic version of of Believer to start out here. So hopefully, wherever you are around the world, you can sing along with me a little bit. Good to see all of you. I love you all. I'll try to take some requests too. Family first, that's right. I'm gonna do kind of a slow acoustic version of this. I really like this song done in a glow, especially on a day like today, I think. I feel pretty mellow today. First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been, oh, ooh, the way that things have been, oh, ooh. Second things second, don't you tell me what you think that I should be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea, oh, ooh, the master of my sea, oh, oh. I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few who look at me, took me, shook me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message, from the veins, speaking my lesson, from the brain, seeing the beauty through the pain. You made me a believer, believer. Pain, you break me down, you build me a believer, believer. Pain, let the bullets fly or let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer. Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate they hurt us, turn their spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. Yeah, I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few who look at me, took me, shook me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message, from the veins, speaking my lesson, from the brain, seeing the beauty through the pain. You made me a believer, believer. Pain, you break me down, you build me a believer, believer. Pain, let the bullets fly or let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer. Last things last, send a last things last, by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh. But they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down like pain. You made me a believer, believer. Pain, you break me down, you build me a believer, believer. Pain, let the bullets fly or let them rain, rain, rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer. Yeah, I like that song. I'll tell you some interesting stuff about songwriting for our band. For every record, we have probably written 200 demos. That's how I've written since I was very young. So I started writing when I was like 12 or 13 years old. And I would get on the computer every day, get as many hours in as I could to create a song. And then I compiled those over the years and after a year, you kind of feel like, oh, these songs have stuck with me, and I'm proud of these ones, and these ones I don't really like. But you see kind of what songs age well. And we kind of do that with every record. So we'll write for a couple years, and then at the end, we'll see what songs we still like to listen to after, how it's aged. And yeah, some of my favorite songs I'll love. Like, I'll do a song and I'm like, oh man, I love this song. And then a week later, I'm like, I hate this song. I never want to hear it again. And then some songs I'll write and I'm like, I don't even know if that's good. And then a year later, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I really love this song. So I don't really know how it works. Yeah, I don't know how the process works, other than it just does, or at least it works for us, and that's how we've always done it. So we let songs kind of age for a couple of years and then see kind of what still feels good, and that's what makes the record. So I've written a lot of songs since we've been off. Right now I'm probably at like 200 songs or something, and the guys will send me instrumentation that they've worked on, and I'll work on it at my house, or I'll start a song on my own and work on it in my house, and then when it comes time for the record, then we get into a studio together and we really fill the songs out, and that's our process. Maybe I should take a question instead of just like talking. Try a new song. I like to save new songs for the record. I don't want to give anything away, and I don't really know what will make the record, and I don't know when the record's going to come out or anything like that. I'm just kind of creating to create right now. I was thinking, what's the meaning behind It's Time? Liam something. It's Time was one of the first songs I wrote for this band. Obviously, I wrote a lot of songs before that. Like I said, I started when I was like 12 or 13. But I wrote It's Time when I was at college. So I was about 21 years old, I think, or something like that. And I was very depressed, and I wanted to drop out of college and pursue art. I grew up in Las Vegas, so that's about the city that never sleeps at night. Leaving the academy, and starting kind of a fresh start. A lot of times when I get really depressed growing up, I had this formula that I would forget for me, but I would get out a pen name at the top, Daniel Coulter Reynolds, and then I would write who I wanted to be, who I was starting today, because a lot of times when I was depressed is because I didn't love myself. I didn't feel like I liked how I looked. I didn't feel like I liked who I was. I dealt with a lot of religious guilt and weird stuff, but who I was from this day forward. So for instance, I would say like integrity. I'm a man of integrity. I'll never tell a lie. I'll never tell someone something that I don't mean. And then I wanted to practice that from going that day forward. So time is about that. It's kind of like that fresh start. It's time to begin. It's time to start new. And it always was something that worked for me. And I'd sign my name at the bottom. I'd be like, from here to forward, I'm going to live this way. And then I'd sign my name, Dan Reynolds, at the bottom. And then the next day I would work hard on that. And so it was kind of like doing a New Year's resolution, every time I was depressed. So I'd probably do 6 of those a year or something, every time when I had really, when I went into a deep fog, that would help me to kind of dig my way out of it. Anyway, so maybe I'll play It's Time, now that I've talked about it so much here. Let's see if I remember. I haven't played this in a long time on the guitar, so it's going to take me a second here. Okay, I think I know it. We'll try it here. So this is what you meant when you said that you would spend And now it's time to build from the bottom of the pit right to the top. Don't hold back. I don't ever want to leave this town, 'cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin it. I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as you understand that I'm never changing who I am. So this is where you fell, and I am left to sell. Oh, the path to heaven runs through miles of clouded hell right to the top. Don't look back. Turn into rags, giving the commodities a rain check. Whoa, I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. After all, this city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? Did kind of a short rendition just for time's sake here. All my little girls are napping right now, as well as our little boy, Valentine. But I wanted to jump on here just for a little bit of time before got to go to dad mode and help Asia. How did I get inspiration for Not Today? Just being sad or something. Yeah. I wish I could hear from all of you. I hope everybody's doing okay. Especially people who already struggle with mental health. To be locked in a house every day is not very conducive. So hopefully you can at least get out and go on a walk and, keep your distance from people, but like get some fresh air. I always find that's good for me. I'll be like super cranky and Asia will be like, you just need to get out and get some fresh air. And I'm like, oh my gosh, don't tell me that. Like, I hate it when people tell me that when I'm in a bad mood, or they're like, are you feeling hungry? You know what I mean? But then I'll get out and go on a walk and I'm like, oh yeah, this totally is what it is. Like, it helps me get out of my head, helps me feel better about myself. And just like, breathe in some fresh air, see a stranger from afar and like say, wave hi. I've had a lot of people ask us about our dog situation. So I will tell you, we do have a dog. We initially had gotten a really beautiful dog from Hungary that was a sheepdog that was very large. It's a Commodore, which is kind of those dogs that you see with the braids that go all the way down to the ground. It's like Rastafarian kind of look, like dreadlocks, I mean. But it was too big for our girls and wanted them to be sheep. So I had a really good friend who took the dog in and is raising the dog. And he's amazing, and shout out to him. But so we ended up getting a smaller dog that is a Rottweiler, and his name is George. And I haven't really put him on social media at all, but I will at some point here. He is 17 weeks old, so he's still a puppy. He's a wonderful, wonderful dog. It's funny because Rottweilers are one of those dogs that have like a bad reputation, I guess, because they're scary looking, or intimidating maybe is a better word. But they're actually really gentle, beautiful, mild, sweet dogs that are super kind to my little girls, and especially to Valentine. Like, he'll sit in front of our baby and like protect them, like lay on the ground and like lick him, and super, super like gentle and loving. Show him. I will at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, his name's George. And I love like when people give human names or whatever, to their dogs, or their pets, like I'm all about like naming your pet like Tom or George or something, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to move along here because I promised myself that I wouldn't stay on this for too long, because I did want to create a little bit of music today too. So I'm being kind of selfish, but I did want to interact for a little bit and bring some music and hopefully a little bit of smiles to your day here. I'm going to play another song. Right now I'm kind of just playing whatever comes to mind. One song that I really like, sorry, I'm being so selfish with this right now. I'm not really taking requests like I said I would. Maybe I will at some point, but one song that I have always enjoyed how it translates acoustically is actually Radioactive, because it's not a song that you would expect to translate well, but actually that's how it was written originally, was like chords, like basic chord structure and vocals, and then it became like this really heavy thing working with our awesome producer Alex Kidd and the band, and but it really to me, like to know if a song is worthwhile, like it has to stand the test of time with just like vocals like and chord progression, and if it doesn't stand, and lyric, that's kind of the basics of song. Good, right? I wrote the song. It's funny because at this point we've written so many songs that sometimes I have to look up like my own lyrics or something to like refresh myself, because it's so many songs, When I say we, it's like I wrote all the lyrics, so you would think I remember all my own lyrics, but I don't. Yeah. I love you all so much too. Thank you for the kind words. I see you and I love you. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa. I raise my flag, I don my clothes. Now it's a revolution, I suppose. We painted red just to fit right in. Whoa. Yeah, I'm breaking in, I'm shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, whoa, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Yeah, it's kind of cool to pull that one apart and just strip it down to the bare necessities. So I always enjoy doing that one. Maybe I'll play like one last song and then I'm gonna run because I want to work on a little bit of music today while the kids are down sleeping. but I'll take a couple questions before that. Hello from Argentina. Friction. I love that song. You know what that song was inspired by is one of my favorite writers, which is Trent Reznor. I really love Nine Inch Nails and grew up loving Nine Inch Nails, and I was listening to a lot of that at the time. What song should I play? Dream. Greetings from Colombia. Hello, Colombia. Birds. I played Birds last time with Wayne. Bop, bop, bop. Smoke and Mirrors. I love that song. That's the only song that we named an album after because it just carried so much meaning at the time of what I was going through. And we wrote that song, and it just felt like it was the right name for that album. I really am proud of that record. That's one of my favorite records that we've done. I guess we haven't done that many, but I'm counting the EPs and stuff. But Smoke and Mirrors, for me, has really stood the test of time. There's a lot of songs on that record that I'm still proud of. As you know, it's like as the years pass by as a musician, I find myself I could be very critical, self-critical, or jaded towards like earlier songs that I wrote, and like I hate that song that I did. Like, oh man, but I feel like Smoke and Mirrors is one of those ones that I look back on and I'm like, oh man, I'm really proud of most of the songs on that record. Yeah. I was thinking maybe I'll do a cover for my last song. Like a song that really inspired me. What is a song that really inspired me growing up? I had a lot of, obviously I was super inspired by a ton of different artists growing up. I'll play a song for you that really inspired me growing up. That I don't know if a lot of people know. Maybe you do. I went through a phase where I really was... So I listened to a lot of hip-hop growing up, like of the 90s. So I listened to a lot of Tupac and Biggie and like West Coast or East Coast. Like I listened to a lot of Outkast but I also listened to a lot of like REM and like 90s grunge. So I listened to a lot of Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and then I listened to a lot of 80s, like, but I feel like the 90s were my biggest influence because I was a child of the 90s. I was born in 87. So the majority of the music that I listened to was like 90s. I loved like Alanis Morissette, and I still love Alanis Morissette. Who doesn't? Or if you don't, you're just a hater, and you should check yourself because she's great. What else did I listen to? G Love and Special Sauce. That was my first concert I ever went to. Was G Love and Special Sauce out of Philadelphia. Maybe I could play a G Love song. Should I play a G Love song? Does anybody know G Love and Special Sauce? He's really great. Yeah, I'm gonna play a G Love song actually. That's what I'm gonna do. Because that was the first concert I ever went to. I think it was at the House of Blues in Las Vegas. The first festival I ever went to was us playing at a festival because we didn't really have money for it growing up. Like my mom had a lot of kids and it was like we just didn't have money to go to a festival. So I never went to one. So my first show that I ever went to was G Love and Special Sauce with some of my brothers. Let me think. Oh man, it's been a long time. Hold on, it's gonna take me a second to figure this out. Okay, this is a fun one. Yeah, this will be fun. So I'm gonna do this song. This is G Love and Special Sauce. If you don't know him, you should definitely check him out. He's really awesome. He's been around a long time, out of Philly. To some friends?
Yeah.
Here, peek your head in here. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna play a song really quick and then I'll come hang out with you, okay? Okay. You wanna hang out with me while I do it?
I have an idea.
Huh.
After you do the song, Dada,
Yeah?
can we go buy a bike?
Buy a bike? We can't go out right now because of the coronavirus. But we do need to get a bike for you, huh? Okay. Well, let's save up our money and do it. Okay.
Save up most.
Yeah? Arrow's been making some money picking up George's little poo-poos, which are not so little. George is our dog, by the way. For those of you who are just joining and are like, why is she picking up little poo-poos from a man named George?
Sit on your lap.
Here, why don't you sit right next to me? I don't know if I could.
Okay.
I could maybe do it with you on my lap, but the guitar would be on you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, you can come sit with me right here. All right, Arrow's gonna join me for this last song.
I'm gonna join him and I'm gonna sing it.
Yeah? Okay. I don't know if I can get my arm around you like this.
Like this.
All right, let me see. Is that smushy?
It's okay.
There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
There we go. All right. All right. This will be our last song. I gotta go hang out. Sweeping the floors, open up the doors. Yeah, we turn on the. So many reasons to round, nothing round, nothing down, just another night on the town. Oh, with the big man, money man, better than the other man. He got the plan with $1 million gift damn, ain't nobody understand. Come on, smile and the bright lights keep flashing and the women keep on dancing with the clowns, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pick me up when I'm down, yeah, yeah. Rodeo clowns, like, yeah, yeah. Pick me up when I'm down, yeah, yeah. Lights out, shut down, late night, wet ground. You walk by, look at them. He can look at you now. Not for pity, but he only physical because he only knows that down by the corner there's another one. Reaching out a hand, coming from a broken man. Well, try to live, but he's done trying. Not dead, but definitely dying. With the rest of the clowns, yeah, yeah. With the rest of the clowns, yeah, yeah. All right. The name of that song is Rodeo Clowns by G Love and Special Sauce. He does it much better than me. But thank you for joining me for a little bit today. Peace and love to all of you across the world.
Hi, everybody.
Stay healthy.
Wait, can I say
Stay
what a
strong.
couple people said?
Yeah, you can read. Keep it
So,
G-rated here, guys.
wait, hang on. So a bunch of people put like thumbs up. Somebody put a love thingy. And, okay, I can't read. Can you try to read it, Dada?
They go by so fast, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'll see you sometime soon. Thank you for joining me for a little bit. Mwah. See you guys soon. How do I end it? There we go. Bye.